got stood up on a date. Literally, our friend just literally told her she was lying, that she's just not feeling you like that. And I'm like, whoosh.
I packed eba and okra and stew to school.
I escaped a human trafficking project. Like one of his henchmen, the guy says, "You guys are here. You guys are staying here."
I was in Nigeria and I got arrested and they found guns in the car.
Yo guys, welcome back to YezziTV. And I'm here with
Temzina.
and
Jiggy.
that's it.
I go by Saint.
That's it. And today we are playing 2 truths, 1 lie. So somebody's gonna read out all their 3 statements in any order they like to read it out. Then the 3 other people have to try and guess which one is the lie. So we're gonna start. And we will start with me. Let's go. So my first one, I got caught stealing in a shop in primary school. So story to that is, in primary school, I was actually just bad with stealing. And do you know what I used to do when I steal? I would go home and say I won the raffle. You know the raffle you do every Friday? I would say I won the raffle because like, why am I coming home with so many sweets all the time? So it's like I won the raffle. I've actually got caught twice. I saw the guy was catching me. Like he was walking. He was like down here, I was down here. And he was trying to like walk with me, but try to be sly. He then was at the door side, so I have to come to get, so I'm trying to like get there. So I thought I got through. He catches me here, he stops me. Boom. He says, I'm gonna call the police, blah, 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 blah. I was so scared. Luckily, he actually didn't call the police. It was calm. Didn't steal from there again. I moved on to another place. This one was
Next heist,
literally. And this was a petrol station. Whoosh. And it was near my old house. Stole from it, got caught. They said never come to this store again, but it's near my house. So my mom is going to get petrol sometimes. There was one day she went to get petrol. I had to just wear a hoodie. That was the first one anyway. Yeah, right. Second one, I got stood up on a date. So I was talking to this girl. Obviously, it's now time to take her out on a date, innit? So we planned the date. Planned everything, you know. Got there. Bruh, I haven't bought new shoe for this thing. I bought new
Nah, I know you have to pattern the fit.
Bruh, new shoe. And I was clean. Got there. I was waiting for her. Get to the time. Waiting for her. She's not there. What's going on? I text. I call. No pickup. No answer.
And you know,
and I'm
back then, D&D wasn't a thing as well.
Yeah. So I'm so confused. One tick.
Nah, Vio.
Oh,
WhatsApp. I actually went to WhatsApp to text her because I can't see it anywhere else. So I went to Snap first, but you can't know. But WhatsApp, you know what's going on, innit? Yeah. So I went there to check.
WhatsApp's crazy.
And nothing. Like I was so annoyed, so angry. I just went home, but I felt so embarrassed because you know the what's it called? The waiter just kept coming to me. Are you ready for your food?
Nah, I'm waiting for someone.
I didn't know. I left. Then later on, she comes back online. She tells me, "Oh, family emergency. Something happened. Blah 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 blah." So I was like, "Okay, now I understand." Blah 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 blah. But the next day, talked to her friend, which is also my friend.
She was with someone else.
No, she wasn't with somebody else. That would have been good.
That would have been
good. That would have been good. But that's not it. Our friend just literally told her she was lying, that she's just not feeling you like that. And I'm like,
that's
why are you
worse,
talking to me? Like, why is it progressing?
Because
so basically, she just wanted somebody to talk to.
You know, 3 years ago,
she
people weren't on WhatsApp. Do you know what I mean?
Nah,
and the fact that you're texting me on WhatsApp, I'll stand you up as well, bro.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got stopped by a police officer and he thought I had drugs. So I was coming from my friend's house. This is like 2 years ago. Lockdown 2 years? Does that make sense? No, 3. We got stopped by a police officer. It was north side, but far north side areas. Like, got stopped by police. Unmarked car, like, so just normal car stops. And there was bare police going there. Stopped me. Obviously, asked for license, all that, just all these small talks. Then he's like, "Do you have drugs?" I'm so confused. No.
That's better.
Get out of the car. He searches the whole car for the drugs. So confused. No drugs in the car. Where are you coming from? We were studying. We had our laptop. We showed him we were studying. Still didn't do it.
So what was the first story again?
I got caught stealing from a shop in primary school.
Nah, but everybody's still in primary school, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Even just that.
Yeah, stealing primary school.
Take stuff and dash.
Yes, were you in this country in primary school?
Do you get me?
Did you go to primary school here?
Yeah.
Chart.
I don't.
Okay, we need to get an answer.
Online. That,
Tamzino, what's your answer? Which one?
online is that for the drug story. Like I
The third one.
yeah, I think that's fake, bro.
Okay, that's yours.
No. Go back. I think I think the date story is fake.
Okay, so that's your final
Yeah,
answer.
that's my final answer.
Okay, date.
that story has to be fake.
What's yours?
I think the date story is fake.
That's your final answer. Which one do you think?
I think it's the drug story,
The
bro.
drug story. That's your final answer.
That's
Okay, there is a right answer here,
okay.
and it's the date. The date.
Yeah, I know this
told
guy
you, I
too
told you
well.
fake.
I know you too well.
Day was a
I was
lie.
thinking about Yezzi 3 years ago.
I said
Yezzi on
But
a date
like,
3 years
you
ago.
actually got arrested, bro.
What from?
Yeah, I didn't get arrested. I got stopped by the police.
Stopped.
Yeah.
So yeah, that actually happened. But that's me. So you guys are on 1 point. Both of you are on 1 point. We're on 0.
God
Okay,
damn.
Tammy, go ahead.
Hey.
Okay, so my first day in sixth class in primary school, I packed Eba and okra to stew, and stew to school. So let me give a backstory. So basically, at this point, my mom was working in a creche. Shout out to my mom, but she was never really home in the mornings. So literally, because our school starts like at 9, she would leave the house like around 8. So by the time I'm done, I'm looking for food, and what was left was yesterday's
The leftovers.
leftovers
Yeah.
yesterday.
From
So
the
I would
night
literally just
before.
pack it and then put it in my bag because in my classroom there was a microwave, so obviously you can warm it up and everything. So that's that one. It sounds
Sixth
great.
class.
Yeah, sixth class primary school.
Okay, next one.
Okay. And everyone knows me. So apparently I've been told that I know a lot of people, or to use the word bait. I don't know what that is. But I've been told that a lot of people know me. I don't go outside, like, so. Anyways, that's just another one.
Okay.
And my last one is I love laughing at people's accent. Now, let me explain, yeah. I don't laugh at people. There's just some people, the way they speak, yeah. It just catches me unawares. I just find it funny. So, yeah, that's really me.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit obvious
Yeah, same.
for me. I think because 2 was very short, and it seems like, yeah, that's true. Then 1 was long. So I think I know. Well, what do you guys think?
I think the first one is a lie. Why? I'm not saying I love the black community. I'm not saying anything crazy, but the black community weren't rated in primary school.
Yeah.
None of us are bringing Eba. Like I was gonna believe you if you said your mom brought you Eba to school, because when I was young, my dad packed up. He put Indomie and honey inside a hot dog bread and gave it to me for lunch. So I was gonna believe you.
No,
If
criminal.
if you said yeah, my mom traveled. If you say not my life anymore. If you went to, if you said your mom packed it for you, no problem. I don't believe that you looked at the fridge and said,
And you opened it.
I'm gonna pick
Took
Eba
it yourself.
and put okra and bring it to school.
I'll agree with him. Like, if you said you didn't know what was in that pack,
Yeah, then
that's
it's a different.
It would have been believable.
But like,
Yeah.
But you look at the fridge.
literally, and you know, in primary school, you're thinking like, what will my friends think? Do
Yeah.
you get me?
Yeah.
Like, there's no
And
way you're
sixth class,
opening that
you're
up
definitely thinking.
and having that
Sixth class
in,
was like
in class. Nah, you know.
Yeah. I think the first one.
You're
I'll take the first one. Yeah. First
not
one.
catching me out.
Which one was a lie?
Yeah,
The first one.
You're not catching me out.
Too obvious, bro.
Who's
You're not
on 2
catching me
points?
out. I'm on 2 points.
You're on 2.
I'm on 1.
1 and 1. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've won
Saint?
this game. I'll be so real. So the first one is I escaped a human trafficking project.
Okay.
How that went was basically it was one of my boys' birthday. We went out after the party. Everyone was like, "Oh, what's the afters? What's the afters? What's the?" People are sending out some address. Nobody knows if it's someone's gaff or whatever. But everyone is going. The place as it is, it looks a bit sketchy. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just a house party, whatever. 2 minutes later, a taxi comes, and he's like, "Oh, where are you guys coming from?" The girls there are drunk and they're being rude to the taxi guy, saying, "Oh, fuck out of here, da 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 da. Nobody's looking for you, right?" And then we see a group of people go to a house, so we're like, okay, that's probably the gaff. As we went to the house, we just see 4 6'3" fucking bad guys, yeah. Bad, when I say bad guys,
You know,
bro,
that they've
bad
been here
guys.
before.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
Like-
and these guys seen all of us come here, and they were just, like, their expression was, why the hell are these
What are
guys
you
in
guys
my
doing
house?
here?
Do you know what I mean? So, us black guys are here, a bunch of girls are here. The girls are drunk, saying, we're ready to party. There's even, how I knew it was dangerous was, there was an old woman sitting at the corner, and she's just there smiling with a cigarette, like she's like in her 50s or 60s. She's like,
Ooh, she's giving us
she starts smirking. I was saying, these men are these men here are handsome. These men here are handsome. As we got in, one of the guys is like, what are you guys doing here? He's like, I don't know you guys. What are you guys doing here? And then one of his boys, like one of his henchmen, come and talk to him. Is like whispering something to his ear. The guy starts screaming out, saying, "Which one of you guys was cussing out the taxi?" And we were like, "What?" We were like, "Yeah." So me and the boys like,
He
what
knows
the,
the
yeah.
guy.
Me and the boys were like, "What the hell did we get ourselves into?" And then we're like, "Look, we're in the wrong address. We'll go." The guy says, "You guys are here. You guys are staying here. Nobody's going." Closes the door. The girls are drunk. "Oh no, you can't hold me. Oh no. We're going home." The girl tries to go to the door. One of the henchmen grabbed the girl, throw her. We're like, "Oh, okay, cool. We're stuck."
Okay.
And throughout that night, the guys are trying to us saying, "You guys aren't going anywhere. You guys are staying here. Nobody asked you guys to come, but now that you're in my house, you're going to stay." We managed to get ourselves out through convincing. They said, "Look, we need to take your number." Took our number. He was like, "What's your name?" Told them Govy names. He checked WhatsApp to see the names. And he was like, "Oh, okay, these are your real names. You're not lying to me. Okay, you guys can go. Whenever I want you guys, I'll invite you guys again."
Verifying Govies through WhatsApp
Yeah, so
is
that was
insane.
ever since that day, I haven't seen those girls again. Yeah, very scary night. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie to you.
that's the first one.
That's the first story.
First story.
Second story is, okay, I stabbed my brother with a pencil. No, sorry, not I don't know what I said. My brother stabbed me with a pencil, and I had to go to the hospital to check if I had lead poisoning.
Okay.
How that story goes was, I broke something that my dad had when my dad was living with us. Yeah. And he came to the house. We knew it was very important. He was like, "Okay, who broke it?" We didn't want to talk. He's like, "Okay, you guys are going to beat each other until one of you guys tell the truth." So my dad says, "Stand." Says, "Saint, stand." Victor, stand. Saint, knock his head. Victor, knock his head. And you guys are going to keep knocking at each other's head harder until somebody says the truth.
Yeah.
And I said to my brother, "Look, take ownership from me, and I'll give you small something. I'll give you, like, I think I said 20 quid or something." We were like, this was primary school times. I didn't have 20 quid.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh no." And I was like, "No, please." So he said it was him. It wasn't him. It was me.
Yeah.
And then he got flogged bad. And then he came up to me later and he was like,
Asking for his
can I have
Where's my
my
20
can I have
Oh
my
my
20
God.
quid? I said, "Bro,
give me my money.
I'm still in primary school. Why would I have 20 euro?" Next thing you know, he's trying to fight me. Can't really fight me. So he'd usually just grab the closest thing to him. That could be the pencil. At times it was an iron.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he grabbed the pencil and stabbed me here.
Yeah.
And then I think my parents found out. A couple of days after that, I was kind of getting sick.
Yeah.
So, and then Google as well was saying lead poisoning and all of that. I heard this lead poisoning thing from school and on Google as well. I was like, "Oh, can we? I think I have to go to the hospital." Mom was like, "Okay, cool, no problem." My dad was like, "Nah, he's fine." Went to a doctor, GP.
Yeah.
They got ordered for a blood test. Blood test said you were fine. I probably just got a bug after, or it was probably a placebo effect. You know what I mean? Oh, I thought I had lead poisoning, so I started throwing up. But yeah, that's the story with that.
Okay. Third one.
And the last story actually is,
This one is a pretty
It's hard.
I
dicey.
chased my crush when I was a kid. In my primary school, there's a girl I fancied. I'm gonna call her Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I fancied Maddie. But she was in another class. So I never really spoke to her. But I knew she was because she was bad.
Yeah.
And I seen her basically on the green near my state.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, is that not Maddie?" I was like, "Right." She's there with her friend, this blonde girl. I was like, "Maddie!" Screaming from a distance. She couldn't see me. All she could see is one black boy from Quay. And she was just like, "Huh?" I said, "Maddie." Started chasing. I don't know why I started running. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was probably excited or something. I started running towards her. And then her and her friend just start running away. And I'm like, "Oh, what these guys doing? Chase?" And I keep running towards her and I'm like, "Oh, stop. It's Saint.
Yeah.
She's not hearing me. Her friend is running. Her friend was on a bike. Her friend threw the bike away.
Started legging it.
Started legging it.
And then Maddie got
And then,
hyped
like,
and
that's
next
insane.
thing you know,
kept legging.
you come into school the next day, and people are like, oh my gosh, Maddie had a whole situation. She got chased by these strangers. I said, I'm not a stranger. I'm not a stranger. I'm in your class. I was like, oh no, that was me. I owned up to it. Yeah, because I thought like when she found out it was me, it was calm. She was like, oh, you're the one who chased me. She's like, man, you've never spoken. Why are you running after me? It's like, is that the right way to approach somebody that start calling me a weirdo?
Okay. What do you guys think?
Online. How did I expect it?
It's he planned this thing. Like,
Well.
this guy. Anyways, so personally,
Lead poison.
I'm gonna say the lead poisoning one.
Lead
'cause, like,
poisoning?
first off, you can't get lead poisoning from being stabbed by a pencil because pencils don't have lead.
Yeah,
That's number
graph-
one.
they had
Number
graphite.
two, I feel like when he was starting the story, he was confused if it was him that stabbed his brother. His brother stabbed him. So I'm like, But the first story actually seemed like something that might be real, and the last one as well. So I think I'll go
Yeah,
for
well,
the
I think that
second.
lead poison was fake, man. I can't lie.
Lead.
So yours is lead.
You believe that my
Yeah.
brother, you don't believe my brother stabbed me, but you believe that was in human trafficking.
What's yours? Now you're trying to trick us. He's
I'm not
trying
trying
to
to trick
trick
anybody. I
That
don't care what
human
you do. I'm not gonna lie
trafficking
to you.
one, bro.
I'm not
No,
gonna lie to you.
I feel like that
actually-
human trafficking one.
It's
is real
actually
close. This was in London, isn't it? I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go for the human trafficking one.
Yeah, I'm staying with human trafficking too because I don't believe they let you go. Because if you've seen everything, for them to say, "Oh, I found a way out," and they let me go, I just took
It
your
was
number.
probably not
I
a
don't.
human trafficking team.
Yeah, but anyway,
Maybe
I'm
the
gonna
situation
stick.
just looked like
Yeah,
that. You
it
get
could have
me?
been too, but I think it's the human trafficking. I think I would have heard it before, but yeah, that's what I'm going with. So is anybody right?
Yeah, I just can't remember who was right. Whoever said the lead poisoning.
Boom.
When I say human trafficking, just because I
It
haven't
was
seen
the
it.
Yeah, you haven't
situation.
seen it,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it wasn't actually human trafficking, but like,
Yeah.
it seemed like
way
it
that
at the
looked.
time.
The way it looked, you would have thought it was human trafficking
That's
as well.
insane.
Okay.
So the first one is, my cousin had a crush on me when I was in primary school.
Yo, okay.
So this one
Wait,
is
pause.
like,
That is what? Am I hearing?
It's crazy.
Okay.
Your
Because,
boy, your blood cousin.
yeah,
So like your
my
Let
second,
him
wait,
explain.
Yo, let me
Your
explain,
dad's
bro.
explain.
Your
Let
dad's
him-
No,
brothers.
second cousin.
So
cousin.
explain,
I don't know, it's
explain.
kind
It's
of
a far
loud, bro.
cousin. It's a
Second
far
cousin's not that
cousin.
far. That's like that's your mom's cousin's kids.
basically.
Not
So
that far.
you know, as
far.
kids,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, what happened?
as kids, yeah, you know, I grew up in Nigeria, so like we usually have these things where the whole family comes together. So we went to the village at the time. So I'm from Edo State, right? I'm a Bini proper like Edo boy. So my cousins at the time, they were living like in Europe, so they were like more, how do I put this, more advanced than us, like I guess they were more exposed basically. So like they came, and then at the time I was living in Lagos. Like, first off, I was born in Lagos. I lived all my life in Lagos. So like when they came, and then it was all just all children basically just playing around, and I was the only one that like resonated to them because like I acted the way, maybe I'll say I acted the way they acted, and I just spoke good English and whatnot. So yeah, so this one cousin of mine, she was mixed race, right? And then she just had this likeness to me, like always following me around and stuff like that. So
These were real.
And did she know she was your
These were
cousin?
real, bro.
yeah, she obviously knew.
Okay.
Like I just had to like at some point it got to a point where I was like, I had to tell my parents like, oh, this is what's going on, and she was literally open about it, like, oh, I like you, blah blah blah. I'm like, what?
How old
you
are
can't
How
be
old
from
are you
here
guys?
and be
How old
okay
are you
with
this
that.
time?
Okay, so I was in primary school, so I think like around 10, 11, 9-ish.
How old was she?
She was around the same age.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, so number one, she's young, so her mind is
No,
not
but
that
that's
right.
still crazy. No,
It's crazy, but
that
it's
is still crazy.
But it's something that could
We're
be true.
kids.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
said could be true.
So your cousin looked you in the eyes and said, "Yo, I like you."
Basically.
Yeah.
That's
same.
Anyway, next one.
couldn't talk to
this-
girls at
Second
times.
one.
Safe.
Second one. Let's move on.
Safe.
Hey.
I was going to give up on content creation at 1 million followers. At that time, I was like basically making content full time. Because when I was in Nigeria, I was already making money off of content as like I was monetized on Facebook and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I was probably getting like 2K, 3K. And in Nigeria, come on, like this was like
2K as in 2K, like 2,000 euros.
$2,000 because I was
damn.
monetized.
Okay.
So
much would that
like
be?
in Nigeria, that's a lot of money actually. I'm not gonna lie. And at the time, there was not a lot of people that knew about making money on Facebook.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then when I moved, it was just different. Like, cause now the currency changed. So I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, I just decided to go get a job, and then I started working like 2 jobs, and it was crazy. So yeah, that's that story.
Okay.
Yeah. The last story is basically 2 years ago, I was in Nigeria and I got arrested and they found guns in the car.
Okay, explain the story.
Okay, so basically, let me explain. So I got arrested. Not arrested, we got stopped. Normal stop and search.
Yeah.
And the way it is in Nigeria, it's like, park, stop this car. We stopped, right? And the policemen, they came, oh, where are you going? What are you doing? Like, this was around like 7:38-ish. And in Nigeria, everybody basically knows that around that time it's getting dark, right? Yeah. So around 8 o'clock, basically around that time. So they were like, park, where are you guys coming from? I'm like, oh, we are coming from like my friend's place, blah, blah, blah. The guy goes like, oh, calm down, blah. We calm down. I just chat to the guy like, bro, I'm tired. Like, we had a long day. Like, let me just give you something and just like leave. Like, if you don't mind. I gave this guy like 2,000 naira. And he was like, oh, okay, no problem. You guys can go.
Yeah.
So I get back in the car. Like, I'm sitting in the front seat.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, his partner says, oh, just open the boot. Maybe for like formality or whatnot. And they open up the boot and they search the bag and then they see like guns and whatnot. Like, now let me explain. This was prop guns, right? Okay. So we were shooting videos that day, and we had like prop guns. We had soldier uniforms. You get me? Police uniforms, bare shit in my bag. And I had told the guy, like, yo, just leave it back at the house. We'll send the person that gave it to us to come pick it up so we don't have to have issues. Yeah. So at this point, I didn't know he put it in the like in the boot. Yeah. So I'm like, damn. So this policeman comes back to me. He gives me back my money. He's like, thank you. Calm down. They put us in handcuffs, take us to their van. Now they have guns with them. They have these uniforms. They're like, you guys are criminals. You guys went for robbery, operations, blah, blah. Bro, it was crazy. The only thing that they did that was like mad was midway they stopped to buy food. I'm like, we got to the station. I stayed in the station from 8 when they like stopped us. We were in the station till like 11. Yeah. Like my family had to come, my sister's husband, because at the time they lived close to me, so they had to come down to the station to like bail me out. It was a long thing, so yeah.
Okay, that's your story. Okay. Can I ask you?
What was your first story again? Sorry.
Go ask.
His cousin liked him.
My cousin.
Yeah, his cousin liked
His
him.
blood cousin liked him.
That was the second story. There's no way this is the second story.
I was going to give up.
You wanted to give up
content creation.
I'm 1 million followers.
Then the third one was the guns. How did they let you go?
How they let me go?
Yeah.
Oh, so basically, my sister and her husband come to the station and they're like, oh, this is my brother. Like, he doesn't do anything dubious or whatnot. And then they showed the DPO my page. And they're like, oh, this is what he does for work. Yeah. But we know he wasn't supposed to be with these things and whatnot. And then we had to pay a bill, whatnot. Yeah.
How much was the bill?
How much was it? 80K, around that, yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think?
I'm like, the more I think about the stories, I'm just tempted to believe everything. But one thing I just find crazy, my man said his cousin likes him.
Yeah, I want
to. I find that so crazy.
Stuck on that. Forget the fact your cousin's liking you. It's the DMC
Like she sat
You
you
weren't having
down.
DMCs until I was 15.
14,
At 10 years old, you're telling me I'm convincing you to like me back.
That's mad.
That's what I'm thinking about.
What's your final answer, guys? How's your final answers?
I'm thinking the cousin thing. Like, I'm going with the cousin. Yeah, I'm having DMCs.
What are you going with?
I'm gonna go for a second one. Stop in contact at 1 million followers. That's
a bit
Ooh,
wild.
actually.
First one, second one. I'm actually going with the third one. I don't think the third story is true. I think that story would have gone the way of showing them the content. That, oh, this is the content we were shooting. We weren't robbing anybody. We weren't doing anything. The story just and he took a bit too long doing that. So you're going first, second, third. Who's right?
Okay, so actually the 1 million.
1 million.
Really?
I had a feeling as well.
I'll
I was
never
like,
give
what?
up.
like
on-
1 million.
I was like, I was talking to him just like a minute ago, and the guy
I'm
seemed so
never going to give
passionate.
up on
I was
making
like,
videos.
Bro, 1 million
where,
followers.
So I'm the loser, and all of you,
Yeah.
all of you won basically.
we get to like split that.
Yeah,
is there money on
there's
the-
a cash prize. Yeah, they just
Oh,
won like
no way.
10K. So you guys split the 10K amongst each
Are you
other.
capping, bro?
Woo! Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that. We're signing out.